All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and do a tour of all the mega vaults. Now, of course, here at Sanctuary, we're using something called Sim Settlements. Incredibly great mod. And we're going to just run ourselves way outside here first and get this tour started. I might do that intro over again. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and do a tour of Sanctuary here. Now, as you can see, I have built up Sanctuary quite humongously. It is, of course, one of the very first, if not the first, depending on where you go, settlement that you get. And I have got some mods in this particular run that allow me to tear down all the houses and whatnot. And I built a massive fortress here using also the concrete kit as well as the vault-tec kit a little bit. And then, of course, Sim Settlements, which is an incredibly great mod as well. So let's go inside. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Now, of course, the first thing you notice is there's no longer those houses. Those houses are gone. I removed them all. And, of course, I built the actual houses on the upper level, one of the largest, what I call towers, around there. And I've got some supports around in various places. Of course, we can do even more supports. And also, you can see I've worked kind of around the cul-de-sac here. Now, right over here, of course, we got Mama Murphy hanging out. I banished her over here to the corner so I don't have to listen to her crazy talk. But she just sits in this cul-de-sac now and just chills out. And now, way over here, of course, we have got what makes me my money from the very beginning. That's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. Look at all these purified waters running over here. This is a whole lot of them running across here. And they do run all the way to the other side of the bridge there. This is about 1,000 or 1,300 purified water. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. The way to know beyond 999, which you can certainly see I have right there, is the fact that you can go into your actual workbench and then scroll down to Sanctuary. Oh, right now I've got 1,800 going. Sorry, I'm a little bit better than I thought I was. So yeah, 1,800 purified water going right there. About 1,000 purified waters, about 10,000 bottle caps every couple days in game. Now, I don't typically grind water. I just get it whenever I need it and then use it for funds as well. We got a little bit of turrets down here and then a whole bunch of just kind of random stuff out there. Let's go up here into the Sim Settlements. Now, what I've done here is this is our kind of our test bed for our Sim Settlements. We've put a whole bunch of residential down, and they actually built all of these houses, as you can see. So we're going to run around and look at the various different houses. And I love the fact that they're all different. This guy's actually sitting in his house, chilling out, having some food, looks like. And you can see I've got some street lights here as well, where we can run along and see this at night as well. Now, over here, we also have some vendors, which you can see we've got like the bar over there and whatnot. And then here, we've got some really fun stuff, which this is actually industrial. If you ever played SimCity before, you have residential, commercial, and industrial. And then they're, of course, breaking down resources that I can use later on to build more settlements. Each of these, of course, break down different things. Look at that. It's kind of cool. And then here you've got a plumbing one. La, 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 la. I can't have a radio. No, no, no radio. Turn it off.
Not much,
there we go. And then over here, you can see we've also got another plumbing one. And then, of course, they choose which one they want to do, and they build it up. And, of course, it builds up in different tiers. Which is super cool. And let's go ahead and take a look out the front here again. Look at all this purified water. Both sides. We've got a Kismet kill box going up here on the edge. As well as we've got other kill boxes on the far side here. And of course you can see we're using a vault-tec power. Like I said, we're using just a little bit of the vault-tec to power all of this stuff and beyond. And we're going to run over here and check out this. Now, this is like what I call a rounded Kismet kill box, where you basically put 4 turrets up high like that. Anything that tries to attack, it's going to get annihilated. That is going to wipe it out. Even a legendary Death Claws attacking the settlement will get wiped out. And that is basically Sanctuary. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to go ahead and just walk down the road here. And you can actually already see it from here. Red Rocket over there, you can see it's got its own Megaville. Now, the rest of these locations are going to be vaults. I call it vaults across the Commonwealth, where I built a vault in every single location. We've mega built in every location. Now, to do that, of course, I've had to use mods that allow me to remove the building limit, right? So there's no way to do this in the normal game, in the base game, without removing the build limit. So as you can see here, we got some people up there. Oh, there we go, when the thing's filled in. And of course, we put walls all the way around there. Typically, I don't use walls. I usually do it more for fun. We've got ourselves a nice little bar area, Kismet kill box up above, the long kill box. A bunch of areas down here, as well as we've got our food going over here on the side. We got potatoes, we got carrots, we got mute fruit, and of course our water over here. And of course, right in there is the town. Now, if they try to attack, of course, the only place they can get through is on this side, which is where our provisioner typically comes through. And, of course, we've got the kill box defending up there. We've got some turrets up on this side. And, of course, red rocket sign there. Now, we also got some turrets in here, just in case some people try to come in and try to get into the vault itself. That turret is kind of a backup, or those turrets are a backup. Yes. And we're going to back up, go past these guys. We've got a nice bunkhouse up here for them to live and sleep. And then, of course, they've got a beautiful lounge, a rooftop lounge up here, and a fantastic view of the Commonwealth, as you can see. Very, very nice. And, of course, we have another one of those powers. Now, those are very expensive powers. In the future, you'll see that I no longer use those because you can actually do it way more efficiently elsewhere. But here we are, and, of course, we've got artillery up here backing us up. And here's the top of the red rocket. And down there you can see we've got our radio beacon as well, and our ability to control the population through the population management. So that is red rocket. On we go. And we're going to run over here to Abernathy Farm. Now that is what I call a mega build, but not as big as it could be. It could be absolutely massive. Especially here at Abernathy Farm, you're going to see that I have a very, very large build. You can see it actually encloses the entire settlement from edge to edge, and actually has the outside. Oh, thank you so much, White Mike, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. So as you can see, it's actually contained across the entire area. We've got a wall around the entire area, plenty of turrets. And, of course, you can build this 20 stories high if you wanted to. You can build this quite massive. Of course, we have doors out here that we can close if we need to. They are the only doors that are actually high enough to let the Brahmin in and out without it getting stuck. So we can let our provisioner come through. I also have a mod that allows me to remove this house. So the house is completely gone. I removed that out of here. And one of my favorite parts of Abernathy Farm is this enclosed area here, using the concrete kit from the Wasteland Workshop, is the fact that it's all enclosed in here. And, of course, it's still letting the light in, which I love the lighting in here. And, of course, they're farming away. They're farming away there. We have some water here. Let me have some water. There we go. Nope. That's pretty much where I'm using it. I've used it before in previous foolings around as well. Yes. Earlier on, we tried a whole bunch of different stuff, but that's currently in its state it is right now. Now, the rest of these I built all by myself. That's right. Came in here, and you can see we got this big hallway coming in here, and we go up here, and of course, here's all our vendors up here, and of course, we had to secure our moo-moo, right? We had to get our moo-moo nice and secure. So over here, if you go look in here, and so that super mutants don't come in and wipe her out, we actually have, right in here, we have Clarabelle right there. Move her off the side. There we go. There's Clarabelle, safe and sound in there as well. And let's go ahead. Oh. Speaking of, Kismet Killbox doing his job. Now, way on the side here, these are what I call the Kismet Killbox, where we put them all in a row. And, of course, they wipe out anything attacking the settlement itself. And we'll go up on the top here, and we'll take a look at bird's eye view. Looking beautiful in the wasteland for right now. Very nice. Of course, when anything gets too close to the edge of this, like we could go ahead and initiate some action right over here. Kismet Killbox going to wipe it out just like that. Oh, we got a white stag or something here. Look at this. Albino ragstag. Go for it. Get that long shot. Oh, got the long shot. Nice. So there we go. So we got a bunch of that. Now, of course, they have a lounge over here as well. We'll go ahead and just look around the outside here. They have a lounge in here as well. Now, I could run all the way around in. The actual only way in is way over there. But I can actually take a little shortcut if I so choose by simply going in, picking up this piece, jumping up in here, hit tab, and then the piece goes right back in position. This will save us some time. Of course, they've got a big lounge down in here where they can chill out after they're done working. And, of course, up here, of course, they've got their bunks along the outside here and a bit of a dance floor if they so choose. Right over there. So that is Abernathy Farm. So we'll run on out of there. That was a fun one to build. The toughest thing is to work with different elevations. That can be very, very difficult to make all this stuff work across all of this stuff. Especially like where the workbench is and whatnot. Alright, so that's Abernathy Farm. Let's go ahead and save that. And we'll go ahead and let's see what we got close by. We got the Starlight Drive-In over there, and I'm just going to bounce over there. And if it's dark or something like that, then we will just forward time here. Some of these are really awesome to look at nighttime as well. Some of them I'll show you during the day and during the night. Especially like the Beacon of the Wasteland. Let that load. Now, the drive-in here is one of the largest builds I've ever done at the drive-in. It is quite massive. We appeared here at the drive-in in the kind of lounge area, as you can see. We've got some fun stuff to do, of course. The Red Menace, Wakakami, and our other stuff here. A little Nuka-Cola there, or our Cappy. And also we've got some artillery here, and we've got defenses up here. So they can stand here at these posts and watch for any dangers. Down below here, of course, we've got a fighting pit. And, of course, Kismet Killbox right there. Watching that. Of course, we got a massive vault going across here. Now, on the other side's the same thing. We've got those defenses and whatnot hanging out here. Now, you might notice right here, we've got what I call the hanging Kismet Killbox, where it hangs out from underneath. And, then, of course, can fire in 360 degrees. If anything comes over here and starts getting rowdy, it's going to get blown up. Now, right over here, very often, that spot over there is a bunch of stuff that attacks your settlements and whatnot. So I do like to put turrets right over there so it can fire down in that corner. So let's go ahead and look and see what we got here. And I'm going to just go ahead and jump down here first. So you guys can see it for ground level. And as you can see, I've kind of flattened the entire area out with the concrete kit. And, of course, we got our door here for our provisioner to be able to come in and out. But we can close the door if we so chose. Right here. And we'll go ahead and run over here. We've got ourselves a nice trade area, which is making me money right now. And I do like to have the lights. Kismet Killbox doing its job over there. And then up here, of course, we have this arena. I can go ahead and flip this switch over here. And what everybody do, it'll be quitting time, and they'll all come over here and they'll sit along here. And they'll watch the action of us initiating this with this right here. And of course we need to put in, of course we need to have food to attract all the different things, and then we let them all out and they all battle it out, which is super fun to watch. Right over there. And then let's go up into the vault itself. Let's go. Now, right up here at the very beginning, of course, we've got our guard who usually sits here at the table. And then, of course, some turrets. So anybody try to get rowdy and get up here. Already seen in that direction. We've also got all of our food up here in this wonderful garden that I have. And, of course, some workbenches and whatnot for them to use. They've got their bunkhouse back here, of course, with a toilet and ability to work out and whatnot. This actually does give you strength, and that gives you agility if you use it. Pretty fun. And then, of course, they can go up to the top edge here. And you can see I've got this built where they can go up and over and then back down again and end up here on this top edge. And then over here, it's my buddy, my pal, Preston Garvey, watching diligently across the wasteland here. Anything? What's up, Preston? Most people don't like Preston because he doesn't give you a choice. He gives you a quest without asking you whether you want it or not, and I think that's why most people dislike Preston. I like him because he helps out the guy who can't help himself. So as you can see here, we'll go ahead and take another view of the vault from over here. Very, very nice. You see I've got an elevated pit here so they can battle it out, but they can still walk out from underneath there and whatnot. We also, it looks like we got Paladin Dance over there hanging out. And we've got our water over here in the corner. There is actually, you can actually put purified water in the center of that if you want to as well. But that's that one. That's good to go. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go ahead and pop back here to Sunshine Tydings. We'll take a look at that one as well. Lots of them. Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. I like to build the settlements myself. I do like sim settlements. I think it's an awesome mod, incredibly fun, especially if you have a big area to build. But I prefer to build it myself because I'm a builder. I like to build. I like to build stuff. That's just me. That's just how I am. Dude likes to run around in his tidy whities. I like to build. You know, everybody's their own thing, right? Now, right down here we are at Sunshine Tydings. Incredibly great settlement. And, of course, another one we've chosen to put walls around. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just fly out here to the outside of the settlement. And we'll just kind of walk our way in. Here we go. Again, with Kismet Killbox up on high with some rockets and a laser there. And here we are with the vault up on top. Now, we built a vault at every location so that we can go ahead and do it. Now, this one's a bit more simple vault. We've got all of our trading inside here. And, of course, we've got our Brahmin off the side there, much more protected on that side. They typically attack from right there, and they also attack from this side. We've got a very low Kismet kill box here. Very rarely do I put them that low. Very rarely do I actually put them on the ground. But then, of course, they love to just walk right in this front door and say, hey, we're here to tell, oh my God, we're dead. Bam, and they get blown up. Just like that. Pretty fun stuff. Now, I always try to put the entrance to the vault in a kind of far-off place where it's not easy for them just to run up into my vault. And right over here is a good spot. Yes. What's up, lady? And then, of course, we built kind of a combined space here where, of course, they've got their stuff along the outside. Very, very efficient. They've got their beds along the outside. They've got a nice lounge area here. They've, of course, got their scavenging that they're doing, collecting materials to build other vaults. And, of course, all of their food all in one location. Now, we can also go up here to the next level. Up on the top, of course, more artillery to defend the wasteland as well. And, of course, we've got our power up here and our radio beacon. So here it is from up above. And, of course, they've got a nice, beautiful view. They can come up here and just chill out. And, of course, we got some rowdy people over there that we could drag over here if we so chose. But, again, that's Starlight Drive-In. Or that's Sunshine Tydings. The Sunshine Tydings Co-op. All right, let's get to the next one. 10 Pines Bluff. Now, of course, as we went along here, we, of course, have made these bigger and bigger and more fun. And we've kind of changed them up. Each one's a little bit different or a lot of bit different than each and every one we've done before. And we tried different techniques. We tried, of course, multiple levels. We tried separate towers. We tried all of that kind of fun stuff to see what would happen. Now, here we are at 10 Pines. This one's probably one of the last vaults I typically, or last places I typically build up. Look at, we can see Diamond City way out there. Now, this one's actually fairly low vault. And of course, we got the Kismet kill box there. Fairly low and simple. We got some power armor laying around. Now, this is one of the very few ones that I actually put a thing on the ground level because they try to get under there and it wipes them out as well. Now, inside here, we've got our water, which we're defending with that. And again, we just thought we'd just do a simple vault here. Sometimes you can do real complex ones or just simple. Kismet kill box over there, defending it. But one of the fun things we did here was we back ran the power. And I'll show you that when we get up to the top here. And that's where we have, of course, all of our food in here. We have some turrets defending when they're trying to come in here. We got our workbenches. We got a place for them to eat. All kind of crammed in a very, very close-up area. And then, of course, over here, we've got their bunkhouse and whatnot. And then, of course, up above, which were where we just were, are all of the scavenging and the places for them to do vending. And, of course, our artillery. Now, what we're doing here is we're actually back-chaining power, where we have the power here, and we run it and we attach it to the side of the actual vault. Now, the cool thing is, once it's attached to the side there, it will work its way down the floor, down the walls, work its way all the way back, and then, of course, we've got it attached to this wall, which, of course, is running these turrets, right? So we back-chained it from the roof, attached to the side of the wall, and that's all we have to run because it's running through the floors and walls. We don't have to run anything else other than just to put that on the wall and attach that, which is pretty fantastic.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Now this happens where people get in the way. Something's out there. What's out there?
Who moves that fast?
What's out there? Where is it? Let's party. All right. Yeah, so he's attacking my provisioner over there, but if it comes close to this, it's going to get wiped out. All right, that's 10 pines. Let's go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and check out Outpost Zamanda. Now, again, you're going to see that these are varying different styles, varying different heights levels as well. The highest one you can build, of course, 20 stories high if you so chose. You can build yourself a massive tower there if you wanted to. A lot of cool stuff you could do. So we're going to go in, and we're going to get this going on. Come on, up in here. Loading, loading, loading. Keep them doggies loading. Wa-chow! All right. Here we are. Now, again, if you notice where I appear right where I have my quick travel target so that I am fairly safe in that location. So there we go. Outpost Zamanda. So if anything was going to attack, we could just see it from up here. Now, look at right down here. Look at this. Let's go ahead and just aggro right down there. Nobody? Nope, nobody. So we're way up on the top of the vault here, and you can see, again, we're back-chaining the power. We've got a place for them to chill out up here, and you can see that we've got kind of this walkway where we could walk down all the way out of the vault if we wanted to, or we can go into the vault, and let's go ahead and look at it inside here. Now, this one, we've kind of done an O-shaped vault. Again, with our vending, we've got all of our people sleeping, of course, in the Brotherhood line using snap beds. Incredibly great mod. And, of course, we've got all of our scrapping and our food all self-contained in one little area here. Very, very efficient. And, of course, up here out of the way of harm. If you have it at the ground level, sometimes it will get rocketed or destroyed. And then, of course, you got to rebuild it. And we're going to go ahead and walk all the way down the bottom here to take a look at it from down here. And here's that vault. Look at that. It looks great at nighttime. Again, Kismet kill box up there, watching over it. Fantastically looking vault. And let's go to this side. We can take another look at it here. Again, Kismet kill box on the side here, taking care of that. And here's our vault. Whoop, a little too close. Let's go up the hill here. And again, there is Outpost Zamanda. That is awesome. Awesome. That one turned out amazing. I really like that one. I like the style of that one. Notice all the supports and everything. It does look fantastic. All right. Again, some of these we're looking at nighttime. They look fantastic at night. You get the idea. I could help the checkpoint, but you know what? We're busy. We're busy doing other stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and jump down to Grey Garden. And let's take a look at that mega build. Now, this one is really massive. It is absolutely humongous. And, of course, we could build it all out and whatnot. But I kind of build, and then I let you guys kind of take it to the next level and embellish it to that level. I just build because I like to build. Any idea if the perks that give a chance to loot extra things when looting, like stem packs, etc., are those worth in Fallout 76? Not sure yet. We're going to be playing it Tuesday night. Now, of course, again, I appeared inside the vault on the quick travel target here. We've got some robots. Of course, we could line this up and just have nothing but robots doing that, and that's what I would normally do here at Grey Garden. Now, this is actually the top of the actual place of Grey Garden, the actual garden area. And if we go down here, we can see that we have some of our food going out here. And then we actually have this completely enclosed inside the vault itself. We've got our moose in here, and as well as our robots are going around taking care of all the food. And again, we could fill this whole area up with food if we so chose, and build an infinite amount of robots using the Automatron DLC. And so we've got it completely enclosed in here. And if we go up here to the top part, we can see that we really spent a lot of resources. Now, of course, we can also build up on top of here, which is pretty fun. But let's go take a look at it from far away, because we wanted to see what could we really do if we went crazy. Thank you so much, GST, for the follow. Appreciate that, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome. Now, if we really went crazy, what could we do, right? How about we build that sucker? Look at that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of solid concrete blocking the outside of that. And, of course, we shaped it around the entire area. That is absolutely massive. If you come up on it, you can really get that sense of how humongous that is. And, of course, everything is blocked in. The only way to get in there is if you had a jetpack. Or jump your way up on the corner there to get inside. All self-contained, and only robots working in there, so they're working 24/7 like this. So another beautiful build. Now, this one actually doesn't even have a kill box on it. One of the few ones that I decided that, you know what, I'm just not even going to bother with a kill box, because in theory, they would have to try to break their way in there, and of course, the robots would wipe them out. But right on the side here would actually be a great place for a Kismet kill box. But even if you don't have a jetpack, you can just try to jump up here like this. Of course, I have the jetpack, so I can get up here on the top and then get in there. And then we'll take a look at what the view is from over here. And, of course, there's a checkpoint over there. And, again, I could help them, but we're on a tour here. We're on a tour. Let's go down to Overland Station and check that one out. Let's check it out. Awesome, huh? Yes, I have a lot of amazing ones. Wait till you see my my prison coming up at Boston Airport, and of course the beacon of the wasteland, Norhagen Beach. I will show you that one as well. Now, this is actually my favorite build here at Overland Station. We really embellished this one pretty well. And again, we just came from Grey Garden right over there. Now, this is Overland Station. Now, Overland Station, the mobs spawn typically down there. They have a tendency to run up this way, and of course also on the far side. We got that L-shaped Kismet kill box going there, and a 2-story vault right up here. So we go in here, and of course we got these big doors, so of course the provisioners can make their way through along the tracks. We're not using this building, except for we're using it as a support for our actual thing here, which is pretty fun. We got a whole bunch of stairs down here, so they can walk up and down the stairs and have some fun. We put all of our most precious stuff that we don't want to get destroyed, like water and our Brahmin, back here in the corner. And, of course, we've made the entrance fairly hard to get in. And then up we go into our primary vault. It is a little ways up here.
Yeah?
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on you.
I might be. So here, this is a very unusual vault in the fact that it's kind of open in the center. It's kind of a double side. We got a little bit of an overseer's office in here, as you can see. We got some people who got the nice beds, and then some people are the nice room with the nice beds. And then in here, you can see we've got a bit of a bunkhouse in here where they can just get in there and get in their bed. Now, if you can get in there, they can get in there. See, I always make sure that I can get in there as well. And then up above, we have some more stuff. And of course, we got our scavenging going here. We've got our power, which is back chaining to the wall, which of course is running all of the vault here. And running all the power. We've got our vending going up here on the second floor, or our vendors, and of course our food. Looking good. And again, very similar to the other stuff we've done, but very different in the style. And of course, we want to take a look outside, take a look at the city. We can look out through the overseer's window. Very cool. So that one's fun. And again, we'll go ahead and let's go take a kind of a bird's eye view of this one. And we can also get up above. We have the jetpack up here. Now I'm going to do something fun. I'm actually just going to go right out the wall here, because I can just go into the workshop mode, hit E, take a wall out, Uh-oh. Look what happened. Now, if I do damage to the Brahmin here, now all these guys are aggro on me. And last time they got aggro on me, I killed every last one of them. But this time, I'll be nice. And I'll let them live. I'll let them live this time. So we'll go ahead and reload. And we'll go ahead and pop on to the next one. There we go. I don't have the creativity to do stuff like this. Oh, it's just, you just start putting a piece down. And then you put another one. And then, 13 hours from now, exactly, GST. Exactly. It's going to be fun. Actually, yeah, 13 hours from now. Yeah. I'm going to sleep and then, well, no, it's going to be on Tuesday. So it'd be 36 hours from now or something like that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and go to the next one. So that was, Overland Station right there. Let's go ahead and pop down to Hangmans Alley. Let's take a look at that one. Yeah, you got me though for a second. I was like, wait a minute, is that right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. See, the problem when you stay up and you go to sleep on the same day that you go to sleep and wake up on the same day, you really forget what day it is. You don't know what day of the week it is. You don't know what time it is. Sometimes I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and it says 9 o'clock and I won't sure if it's 9 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock in the morning, right? That does happen if you stay up overnight. It does really mess you up, but that's such the way it goes. Only thing that confuses me is the fact that the vault is useless unless it's underground. Well, it actually works pretty great above ground because they can, of course, just build, just of course have a nicer standard of living. Of course, in some of my vaults, we have running water and all that kind of fun stuff as well. Now, typically, I don't build this kind of stuff early in the game. Oh, sounds like we're going to have some fun.
You should go. Whole place is run by
Any action? Nope, no action.
Out here.
So let's go outside here and let's take a look. Of course, this is Hangmans Alley. Now, of course, this is very cramped space in here. But as you can see, we've got a vault going. We've got the Kismet kill box standing guard. Look, we got 4 rockets up there. Very fun. Everybody in here scavenging. We've made the whole bottom area here with a whole bunch of turrets just for fun. And then, of course, people scavenging. We put a wall here to protect our water back here that's running back there. And this one, we actually did something really fun, and that's where we kind of worked it from this actual door over here, which I wasn't sure whether you were able to do that, and apparently you are, because I did it. I did it. So let's go up into the vault again, since this is a very small area. This is going to be a fairly small vault. We ran a lot of water. We play some b-ball we want from up here. And we go inside the vault. So, of course, we got their bunkhouse, which is perfect because it all fits in there. We've got food here and food over here. And that's it. That's all they need. Now, right down here, of course, we got this perfectly gone. Or we can go right out this door here. And we're using kind of the sim settlement stairs here. Notice how it's just a half level up, right? It's not a full level up, just a half level. You can use those stairs for that. And, of course, we've got plenty of turrets in case some peeps try to spawn. Close that door, come back over here. And again, we got everybody working because this ain't no free ride. Come on. Because this ain't no free ride, people. So it's kind of like a really cool little mini, like, Diamond City trade area in here. I really like this build. It actually turned out fairly good. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and save that. And we're going to go ahead. And we've done all of these over here now. And all the way up to there. Let's go. We just did that one earlier. Let's go ahead and go to Tydings Boathouse. We'll take a look at that one. Now, Tydings Boathouse is the one that I typically will use as I go through the wasteland, especially when you're playing in the hardest mode in the game, the survival mode. In the new survival mode, you can't quick travel, so you have to either walk, or if you have Brotherhood, you can use vertibirds. But even then, it takes time, take your vertibird from place to place, or to walk from place to place. And that will extend your playtime extremely. And of course, I played through multiple times. I played through just in survival mode using all the weapons. And then, of course, I played in the new survival mode with just doing melee. And that is some serious time sink there. Because that is pretty hard, especially very early on before you built up your perks and you've got all your stuff. Spectacle Island's under attack. We're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it. It's fine. Now, as you can see, I appeared right up here at the top. I always have where I appear is very important. Because what happens is they usually attack from this side. And if you didn't see it earlier, They got absolutely annihilated by the Kismet kill box up here on the side. And of course, we've got it blocked off with a awesome fence, and of course, we've got that walkway. Thank you so much to Shotgun Bang. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. We're taking a tour of my mega builds. We've built vaults in every one of the settlements across the Wasteland, at least the ones I've unlocked. And I've, of course, built many, many builds. And, of course, I've had over 2,500 hours playing Fallout 4 right here on Twitch. Oh, Arkham Unhinged coming in with the sub love. Thank you so much, Arkham. I appreciate that love, man. Appreciate that love up in here. Appreciate you using your Prime on my stream. Appreciate it big time. So as you can see, we're coming through here. Now, of course, I would like to just tear that house down. I do have mods that allow me to tear a certain amount of stuff down. But this particular house you can't take down. And as you can see here, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going. Now, the way I make my money, and the reason why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, is I make my money on purified water. I literally make millions of caps, now on the level of billions of caps, playing through each and every playthrough. And then, of course, I use them for the betterment of the Wasteland. I typically don't use third-party mods. I don't cheat. I don't shortcut. I don't glitch. I do it completely legit using the in-game mechanics. This is actually my first modded playthrough, by the way. Thank you, Meth1. Thank you so much for dropping that as well. Now, of course, you can be a Wasteland Tycoon just like me. Put down that purified water, put 1 down, then you use those resources to put 2 down, and before you know it, you're putting 4, 6, 8, 12, whatever, as many as you got, 16, 32, and before you know it, you're like me, you're walking around, you, Mr. Moneybags. Mr. Moneybags to build epic vaults at each and every location. So again, let's go up here and check out this one. Again, this is a smaller one here that we did, and of course, in a different configuration. Now, we wanted them to have a nice little area to hang out. And, of course, enjoy the view, the nice water here and the view of the Wasteland. So they're chilling out in there. Again, another bunkhouse. I love using the snap beds because that makes your sleeping very, very easy, your sleep area. And then let's go over here and let's check this out. They got a weight room. She's over there getting swole. We got, of course, some of the stuff from the vault-tec kit.
You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
I know. And of course, we've got some knockoff Nuka-Cola and, of course, other things from that kit as well. And then, of course, we've got a little walkway where they can walk around the back area. But we want to go ahead and go upstairs. Right up here. And again, look how nicely efficient this is. We've got scavenging. We've got all the food along the back. And, of course, a nice little area for them to do all the vending and whatnot. Very important because the vending, of course, makes you money and also helps you with your happiness. Of course, you want your food and your water as well. And this settlement is good to go. Now, of course, very diligently, we've got the Kismet kill box out here. We've got some rocket turrets. We've got heavy turrets. I do not use the regular turrets, the low-level turrets. And, of course, we got a Mark 7 right here, which is an explosive turret. Very nice, very nice. Now, you know, every now and again, by the way, when I'm cruising through a settlement, you'll see a bed just laying out here, which seems like there for no random reason. But that's there so I can forward time so you guys can see me doing stuff during the day. Now, one that we didn't convert that you can convert is Covenant. We didn't convert it in this playthrough, though I do have other Covenant builds that you can check out on my YouTube channel. All right, and let's go ahead and keep going up here. We're going to go to Greentop Nursery. We're going to take a look at that. Again, we're going to take a tour of all of the settlements here. And let you guys check them out. And there we go. Now I'm the stream boss. There you go. I have arrived. There we go. All right, so we're inside this one here. Now notice we've got this open here so we can go ahead and utilize our water right there. We've got our area along the outside. And, of course, again, always working, always working. This ain't no free ride. They're always making me money. Every single one of my settlements, I run them like a business. Up here, we've got some vendors, and, of course, we've got a place for them to eat. And we'll go down here in this lower level. And you're like, dang, Kismet, did you enclose the entire Grey Garden? I sure did, just like I did here at Greentop Nursery. I've enclosed them both, right? So here we've got the power in the back here. You see we've got a radio beacon, but we've also enclosed this entire area in a vault as well. And we got some beds there. We got the moo-moos in here. nice and safely protected. Let's go outside and let's take a little look at what we got going on. As you can see, we've got that completely enclosed. We've got our Kismet kill box up on the side, and that course, that area that we were just in, where their actual living quarters are, is right over here. And they can gain access from over here as well. Then go right in here. And of course, anybody tries to come running up, they're going to get rocketed in the face. And of course, people can come in and trade and whatnot right in there. So a pretty simple one, but pretty awesome one. Let's go and back up a little bit here so we get a nice view of that one. That is pretty big. Now, that's as big as the entire area. Let's go through here and wander down here a little bit. That is as big as the entire area there. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, we're at Green Top Nursery. Massive, massive area. And we got those kill boxes. Now, if something comes along, tries to attack my provisioner, or comes up on my settlement, the kill box will annihilate them. They'll be very, very dead. Very, very dead. And, of course, we have multiple entrances to come in and get in here to the food. We'll take a look at it from this side. Again, it's a gigantic kind of enclosed area to protect them against getting attacked from anything that tries to get in there and take out that food. Now, we have windows around there, too, and they can't shoot through those windows. So they are very, very protected inside there. Very, very nice build. Enjoyed that one. We'll save that one. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Oh, the slog. Now, this is a fun one. I do love to build towers. I love to build towers. Big time. This is awesome. I'm currently trying to get my survival build going, forcing myself to learn the crafting, mostly for chems and stuff. Yes, it's very, very fun. Any mod recommendations? Yes, you can see my mod list if you so choose, if my mods are still here. My mods can throw my mod list in the chat for you, and you can check it out. And if they don't do it, then I will do it here in just a moment. But again, notice where I appeared right here, so we can run out and watch anybody get attack, who would attack my settlement. But we'll go ahead and just jump down. Yeah, that's why I'm typically in my power armor, so I can jump down and use the jetpack as well. So here we are at the slog. Look at this, as we've got kind of three major towers going on here. We have, once again, put a fence around the entire place. Got the Kismet kill box up here. Now, one of the things about the slog is it's very close to the forge over here, to these guys. Now, of course, one of my favorite things to do, if they're over there today, is to actually aggro them. There he is. Come on over here. Come on, show him about the Kismet kill box. Oh, speaking of Kismet kill box, working its way over there. Well, let's get this guy to come on up here. Let's go, guy. Come on. I'm purposely missing him so I don't accidentally kill him. And I'm trying to drag his attention over this way. And what he's going to do is, now there's usually a lot more mobs there. What he's going to do is he's going to eventually run over this way and try to get to me. There we go. Now we got his attention. And now he's going to come over here and watch as the Kismet kill box does its job. Come on. Toho, just knock that guy down. That dude keeps getting knocked out. Try not to hit my own guy. Well, if it wasn't for that guy interfering, what he'll do is he'll eventually run over this way. There he goes. All right. Come on over here, dude. Go ahead, take a pot shot at me. I dare you. They never learn. They never learn. Come on. Come to Papa. They never learn. Kismet Killbox always wins. Again, right here, we've got these turrets blocking this area as well. And we've also got another one over here because they do have a tendency to spawn right over the side here. Of course, that one's going to fire down. Boom. Wipe them out just like that. Now, we have a little bit of a vending area inside here where they can go ahead and vend the general goods and whatnot. We got our Tarberry Bog down here as well. We've got purified water making us that money. And we've got the entrance to the vault right here. Now, this one is a pretty easy vault to get into. We can just go ahead and run round and round and round. Now, notice I don't have any food or anything at the ground level to protect it from getting damaged. There's a lot of spinning around. A lot of climbing. This is a very tall vault here. Now, you can check out your build limit. And then, of course, build just about one level below that. And then, of course, you can build something awesome like a big vault like this, which is where all the food is. Now, all the people who were doing food before are up here. We've got our power. We're back chaining that power again to that connector, which, of course, powers everything across here. So we've got lots of food going at this location. And then across here, we have got a nice bunkhouse where they're nice and safe up here. And, of course, a little dance floor or whatever they want to put in right there. And, of course, you can really embellish this way more than what I've done. But I just like to build towers and just kind of get it going. Of course, we've got a little group therapy here where they can come in here and do a little bit of group therapy. And, of course, a place to chill out over here after work. And a beautiful shot, of course, of the wasteland here. Very, very nice. Look at this great shot of various different locations. And of course, this is the ironworks here, and then various different things, the banks and whatnot. And again, you can just kind of drag them from up here too, if they happen to be up there. You just want to be careful you don't accidentally hit your guys that might be walking along there. And again, you can embellish this to a much bigger degree. But that is the slog here. Let's go and way over here. Get ourselves a nice little last shot of it here. And there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. I love with the sun in the background. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to Coastal Cottage. We'll take a look at that one. Let's go. There we go. Game Killer still hanging in there. Thank you, Game Killer, for backing me up on that. So, yeah, there's all the mods that I have going right now. Hope none of the settlers are afraid of heights. I hope not, because pretty much most of my stuff is up in the air. There we go. And you're like, Kismet, what's this one? This one is Coastal Cottage. And, of course, this is one of the ones that you guys voted for me to build. Let's go out here and let's take a look. Look at that one. That one turned out fantastic. I love that one. I wish it was a more clear day, but you get the general idea. It's actually kind of cool when it's kind of foggy, that kind of stuff. We've got an L-shaped Kismet kill box over here with rockets, of course, to defend this outer side when they try to sneak around this corner right here. Well, guess what? They got a rocket right behind them to blast them. We've got a huge area down here for them to do vending. Of course, day and night vending, another L-shaped kill box there over there. And, of course, we flatten out the entire area, protecting them from falling down in that hole that's right there. And, of course, you've seen we've tore down the building. We've got our cows back here in the corner, which is where they're a bit safer back here. And that as well. Dude just fell. Oh. Oh, it just took out the big mama. Oh, look at that. It just took out the big mama right there. Rockets and the kill box right up here. Nice. The big mama Mirelurk got wiped out. Very cool. Again, those Kismet kill boxes, very, very effective. Especially if you're running low on caps. You want to get some kills. Bring them on in to your settlements. Let that kill box do the work. Now, up here, we used kind of different kits. The whole purpose of this one area here is to use a bunch of different kits at the same time. So we're using, of course, the vault-tec kit. We're using a bit of what's known as the homemaker mod, where you can go in and, of course, make this beautiful kind of institute-styled area where they can just kind of sit up here and get a nice view of the area. And, of course, we've got this kind of rounded area where they can all kind of sit, put their drinks up behind them, and enjoy the view when it's not foggy. As well as we've got these cool kind of glass walkway edges that we put in. That turned out really fantastic. And, of course, we got these very unique supports that we did. And, of course, these kind of rounded supports also from the Wasteland Workshop. And then over here, we've got, of course, a place for them to scavenge. You know, it's very similar in all of the stuff. The scavenge, they have a place, a bunkhouse for them to live. And, of course, a couple people got the really nice bunks there. And then we've got our other areas that are for maintaining our food and whatnot. Now, right here, this is a powerhouse. We built this out of the workshop, the warehouse workshop. You can see we built kind of a little bit of a warehouse in here just to kind of combine all the kits into one. So we got kind of the Institute kit there. We got the vault-tec kit here. We got the warehouse kit here. And, of course, the concrete kit over here on this side. Now, right here, of course, you can see we've kind of still combining the vault-tec kit and the concrete kit together. We've got all the food going. Of course, they're doing a bunch of mute fruit. They're doing carrots, potatoes, all that kind of fun stuff way up in the air. Now, the interesting part of this, of course, other than this really cool part up here, and we've also got a patio up here on top that they can chill out at, and again, get a good view of the wasteland, is we're talking very much about supports and how to do very uniquely different supports. Like right here, this is what I call the kind of reverse U support, which is very, very cool. Very, very fun support. Now, of course, these are block supports here, corner supports where you put these blocks at the bottom to make it look like it's actually connected to the ground. You can see we have them at different elevations. We've also put some cross beams in there just to show that as well. And, of course, we've also matched half steps, which is very difficult to do, to match those kind of half step downs or half steps up. We did that quite often in this one. We did down to there, and then this one here is also a half step. If we kind of back up, we can see it actually goes down and then goes up. So, of course, we can put the lighting and stuff in there as well. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and wander off this way a little bit, and let's take a look at it at nighttime. Way off over here. And again, there's Coastal Cottage. Beautiful. Beautiful with the lighting in the background. Awesome. Awesome. Another amazing build. They are using a combination of multiple kits and how to make them work together. I say we go to the Lighthouse next. Let's go. Let's check it out. There we go. These are from DLCs or mods. Mostly DLC. Occasionally, some of the stuff is from mods. And I'll point it out to you as I go. This is mostly the DLC. You can use the vault-tec kit, the Wasteland Workshop. You can use the Far Harbor kit to build some really, really cool stuff. Now, let's go ahead and just jump down here. Wait a minute. We got any action down here? Wait, let's just... Let's see if we get a little action going on. Gonna run away today? All right. All right. Now, right up here, you can see we've got the Lighthouse build. We've got a hanging Kismet kill box there. And we see we got a kill box on either side here. One over there and one over there. Again, this is the Lighthouse. Now, you can barely actually see the Lighthouse because of our awesome build here that we're doing. Now, we aggroed these guys over here. They may attack us from behind. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's cut through here and let's take a look. Now, again, this is all attached to the Lighthouse itself. Again, the Kismet kill box defending there. And we've, of course, got lots of power running down here. And we've got some purified water running down there. Just a little bit. Of course, you can put a lot of it down here to farm that for food and for cash. And we've got our kill box over here watching this road. Now, they typically do not come up that way. Those guys do. They typically attack from over here. They come along this road and try to attack. They come up the road here. And, of course, this kill box eliminates them every single time. And then, of course, we got another kill box on that side, which eliminates the constant respawn of this side right over here. And you can see we got that down there. But usually it's something like robots or super mutants or whatever constantly spawn right down on that bridge or on that bay, that kind of beach area. So we can go ahead and just fire right down on them and eliminate them before they even bother to come up this far. Very, very cool. Now, inside the house itself, which I find useless because you can't tear it down, it's basically a house for my cows. House for my cows there, but let's go up here into the tower, into the actual thing itself, and show you how I connected it so they can actually walk up this, use these stairwells. Look, that guy's doing it. Up the stairwells as they're doing. Round and round we go. Up the lighthouse here.
If you work,
And you can see we're running power down, actually. The power's actually running down and running to the rest of that. Then up here, you can see we've got ourselves a little bit of a walkway to go up. Now, of course, we could have also taken the elevator, which we also have. And we have these kind of outer walkways, which we can go ahead and make sure that there's nobody causing trouble. But this doesn't actually let you into the vault right here. To get into the vault, you have to go this way and go through the security room, where if you're not cleared, you're going to get shot in the face with a turret. Now, we also have a cool restaurant over here. As you can see, they can sit outside. And then, of course, in here, they can sit in here. And, of course, they have all of their food and whatnot inside there. And, of course, if we so chose, we can go up to the lighthouse itself. Very fun. And let's go ahead and run in here. We've got a little bit of a seating area in here for them to chill out. And then in here, of course, we've got their bunkhouse. And, of course, lots of room to expand and whatnot. Again, sometimes I just build to get an idea. See, we can go ahead and build out all sorts of stuff in here as well. Just to get an idea of what can be done. Right? And then look at that. People walking around having a good time down there. And we have this outer walkway here. So if anybody does try to come up to the edge of the thing here, of course, you've got this great kind of sniper position that you can go ahead, try to snipe stuff. And of course, it's going to be foolish enough to come close to my base. Come on. Come on over here. That thing's tough. Now, if I was down at ground level, by the way, if I go down to ground level, then it can find its way to me. And if it can find its way to me, then it will come straight for me, like so. But of course, we got the kill box up here. And of course, the one from way over there also fired through the trees and wiped it out. Very, very awesome. So again, that is the lighthouse build. Let's go ahead and run up this way a little bit. We'll take a look at it over here. And there it is. Absolutely massive. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, that's the lighthouse. Let's see. We got all of these. Now, we're not going to go to Far Harbor and all of those ones. We're just going to kind of pop around and finish these kind of bottom ones here. Probably come back to, I think we'll do Norhagen, Boston, and Spectacle Island last. So let's go to Finch Farm. That's the next one. Finchy Farm. There we go. Inspiration's coming night lasting. Bloodblades always eat bullets. They do. They are good at eating them bullets. Good arini at it. So again, let's go ahead and check out the next one. Again, we're going to get to the big ones here toward the end. We're just showing you some of the other ones here as we go along. And then we're going to get to the real massive, massive ones. Probably it actually is the largest vault that I have done. It's a 6-story vault. And we'll get to that. A 6-story tower vault as well in just a minute here. All right, so we got our kill box out here, as you can see. And we don't really have much down here at the bottom level. Notice we've taken out the house. We've got our cows in here protected. Oops. That was my bad. Again, you don't want to hit your cows. You don't want to hit the cows. That's not good. What I did is I jetpacked and I landed on them. Don Babb, what's up? Hi, Kismet. Thanks for the tour. Yes, we are still going though. We're still going. We got a lot of vaults to tour here. All right, let's try not to land on them this time. Finch Farm, we go. Yeah, we're going through and we're touring all of my major settlements that we've done in this playthrough. Now, this will probably be it for a while on Fallout 4. I'll be playing some Fallout 76. Of course, experimenting with that. We'll be going to TwitchCon. I'll be coming back from TwitchCon. We'll be doing some more Fallout 76. And then maybe sprinkle in some No Man's Skies, maybe some Red Dead Redemption, maybe some more Fallout 4. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we're just kind of doing a final tour of this mega run where we just absolutely crushed this run big time. All right, let's try this again without landing on my peeps. So again, we got our cows in there. And you can see that we don't have really anything built at the bottom level here, right? And we've also got our purified waters over there, which are currently enclosed, so don't get any splash damage. Should stuff come up and start shooting in this direction, it'll hit the walls instead of our purified water. But our actual vault is up on top of the actual walkway here, or on top of the freeway. And if anything tries to come down here and get rowdy, Kismet Killbox take care of business there. Wow, that was perfect timing. That timing though, right? All right, so let's go up here. Now this is going to take us way up on top of the actual overpass. Up here on top of the freeway. Here's all our peeps coming down. And as you can see, we have a giant long vault up here. Really cool one that's the length of the freeway. We did put a kill box way up high here to test and see if we could hit people from way over there. Hit those peeps way over there. And they actually have to be fairly close. Like we go ahead and try to aggro that dude. Now, he'd have to come pretty close over here for us to shoot him. But usually NPCs are pretty dumb. Or I can just annihilate him up here and just snipe him like that. Very, very cool. So you can see we got a kill box. So if anything comes close to the settlement, it will actually be shot from up above and wiped out, which is pretty cool. Of course, we got our scavenging stations. We've got our power being back-chained into the walls. We've got our little group there, group therapy. We've got our people doing our vending, and of course our food and our bunkhouse all in one area. Same thing over here. Super mutants want to get rowdy. Now again, if it was just only a little bit closer, I could put it up there along the edge of the water, and then it would annihilate them over there. Now what it's going to do is they're going to send their dogs over here, which is usually what they do. Let's go ahead and get their attention. And I'm going to go ahead and just head down here. Like this. Oh, that was, I just blew up one of the guys who hold the nukes usually. Now, I was trying to shoot across and hit those rockets. Uh-oh. Now, he actually damaged my things here, so I can go into the workshop mode and see if any of them need to be repaired. Nope. None of them need to be repaired. And again, I can just go ahead and drag that aggro. And they'll work their way over here. Oh, not quite. Didn't quite have enough juice. Oh, I didn't wait till 100 again. Those guys are pretty tough. I give unto you the Kismet kill box. You're welcome. You dead. Now there's somebody still up there somewhere. But there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, again, the build is way up there on the top. It is pretty awesome. Another one of my favorite builds here at Finch Farm. Turned out amazing. Let's get up here. Kind of make me feel like a bit of Tony Stark there, right? When he does the whole thing and then blows up behind him. That was pretty fun. But there you go. It's up there. Up. Same thing on the other side there. You can see that the kill box just wiped out whatever was trying to get across as well. So one of my favorite builds. Very cool that it kind of does that switchback and ends up in that big mega vault up above there. Very, very cool. So that is Finch Farm. We'll save that. That was awesome. I love that bombarding of annihilation there. Let's go to Country Crossing. We'll take a look at that one. And again, we're just kind of walking through all the vaults. We get done. That'll be it. That'll be it for this playthrough. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild that we did all this? Again, I wonder how long this particular playthrough is. I wonder if you can look at how many hours you just did this one playthrough. Does anybody know how to do that? That you can look through? A barrage of destruction. Exactly. When does Fallout 76 release? It does November 14th it releases. Of course, the beta is Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 p.m. We already gave you kind of a little bit of a tour of this one when we were defending it earlier. But let's get over here where you guys can get a good view of it. And then we'll run up on into it. Look at this during the daytime. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, this is what I call a real mega build. This is really humongous to build. Now, again, you have to override your build limit to be able to do this kind of stuff. You got to have a pretty beefy machine as well. And again, I try to do, so all of them are very uniquely different from each other. They have the same principles, though. They have the Kismet kill boxes defending the sides and the corners. And, of course, some kind of underpinnings or something that holds it up. And, of course, some of them are even more embellished than other ones. Let's go up into the vault. Dude needs to get some clothes on. Walking around his tidy whities. Now, up here you can see we've got a whole bunch of kind of walkways and whatnot. I love to do little walkways and little lights along the side and all that stuff. Of course, again, bunkhouse representing the Brotherhood right here. And, of course, we've got a guy out here standing diligently protecting against anybody running up and doing that. We've got another guard over here. Now, normally I don't do guards, but if you actually put one person on here, they'll actually go between 3 different areas, which I think is pretty cool. So if anybody comes along here, of course, they're going to see them and wipe them out. Like so. And they also help my provisioners as well. So there we go. And, of course, each area I do like to have a lounge as well where they can all just kind of chill out. So a really cool lounge here. They got a bar. They got a stove and a sink. All sorts of fun stuff as well. Of course, diligently watching. And, of course, just saw the provisioner needed some help. Sent some rockets down there. Wiped them out. Big time. Then, of course, over this side, on top of all of that, they've got a nice little vending area. Of course, I like to have a vending area at every single one of my settlements. Of course, that makes me money. And then, of course, we've got power back here. And then the people who take care of the power from the Minutemen, they take care of the power there. And, of course, more guard areas here to watch this side. And, of course, we've got that corner Kismet kill box watching my provisioner as he's walking along. And if we wanted to, we could go ahead and cause some trouble. Or we could just eliminate the trouble. And help out our provisioners. There's a ghoul way over there. Look at him. He's going to go running this way. 2 ghouls coming this way. I would not recommend it. Let's jump down here. Kismet kill box again. Rules. Rules the wasteland. And there we go. Oh, we got to go. That's something shooting at me. Oh, over here. More ghouls coming in. Later, ghoul. All right, let's go ahead and go up into the tower. Now, of course, I built these guys a real cool special tower that they can go up into. It's kind of off to the side here. This guy's going up there. Oh, everybody was up there partying. Let's go party. Now, they like to come up here because it's got one of the most beautiful views, especially Mr. Tidy Whitey here. It's got one of the most beautiful views in the wasteland. Look at this 360-degree view of the entire area. Just absolutely beautiful. Of course, you got the Pridwin off there. You've got the city. You can watch the sunset. And of course, we've got all their food up here. They can lift weights. They can scavenge. They can go ahead and hit the espresso machine. And of course, sit along the outside as well. I think that's another one of my favorite ones. Incredibly beautiful, especially kind of like at this time when the sun's going down. Very, very cool. And of course, they do have a water fountain. Working water over here. And there's a couple sinks over there as well. All right. So that was Country Crossing. And again, we already went to all of those. Finch Farm, the Slog, we did all of that. Let's go ahead and head over to Croup Manor. Now, Croup Manor has a big building here that I've torn the entire building down. And we've kind of rebuilt it from scratch. And we built a pretty significant size vault here. Wait till you see this one. The Brotherhood blimp wouldn't stand a chance. Well, actually, the Brotherhood visits my other vault. I'm going to show you here in just a bit at Norhagen Beach, which I call the beacon of the wasteland. When you're viewing your saves, it will say the amount of days, hours, and minutes on that save. Just convert the days into hours, and bam. Oh, there you go, Isa Brutus. Well, I'm going to try that out after we're done here. Now, as you can see, we've got some artillery peeps right here. Notice how I appear up on the top here so I can watch any action. We've got a lower Kismet kill box over there because they do spawn in that direction. So if they try to come up the path there, they're going to get annihilated. They do also spawn right over here, down there in that little ditch there. I try not to land on anybody this time. They do spawn right down in this ditch, and the second they spawn, they get annihilated by the Kismet kill box. Now check out this nice little vault that we've done here. We've got our power run. We've got our radio beacon. Our power's running, of course, to all of our turrets in the different areas. And then, of course, right up in here, look at this beautiful lounge that they have as well. All right. And we've also got, of course, they got a lounge here. And, of course, their living quarters is upstairs. Right up here. And then come up here. And, of course, we've got scavenging along the outside there because this ain't no free ride. Everybody works. Everybody works, and of course, we're back-chaining that power throughout the entire vault and also to all of our turrets outside as well. And of course, everybody's enjoying the bar right now. Everybody's hanging out at the bar because it is nighttime. I love see some of the builds are great at nighttime to check them out. Like this one is very, very cool at night. Let's head over this way and let's take a look at what we got. Nice, nice, another nice build. Again, certain builds you can only build so much, and so high up, so they are pretty fun. Of course, we could massively continue to embellish that, but we're good. We'll come back to Norhagen. We'll come back to Boston Airport. Let's see. We already got Great Garden. We got this. We got that one. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and take a look at these ones we did just a bit ago. Then we'll hit up the castle. We'll hit up the rest of these. Let's go to let's go to Jamaica Plains first. Go to Jamaica Plains next. We'll take a look at that one. I know, group therapy, very important in the wasteland. Oh, yes. It is very, very important. Now, again, stick around, everybody. Stick around for that Norhagen. If you haven't seen it yet, it is one of my favorite ones of all time now. I do love my Spectacle Island one, though. That one is pretty awesome, too. Now, this one is pretty amazing as well. We built this out to the very edge of Jamaica Plains. Normally, this one is so small, you can't build barely anything here. You can see we've got our artillery going here. We've got a wall here to protect them from rushing in. We got a Kismet kill box over here in the corner. That's an L-shaped kill box. We've got another kill box over there defending this area. If anything comes running up here, it's going to get wiped out big time. Lots of rockets in this particular build. And then over here on this side, we can go ahead and look out the side here. And we can see we've got our build right up there. And we're going to go ahead and run down here around the front. Oh, thought I heard some action. Thought I heard some action. All right, let's go ahead and run right into the vault. And, of course, we've got our food right here. We've got an entrance over here and over there. We've got our water running. Notice we've used the ground area right here for the water. It's nice and protected in here in case of stray bullets or whatever. They're well protected in here. Then we're going to go upstairs here. We're using this corner as a kill box in case anything decides it wants to get rowdy. We can go ahead and wipe it out. There's some guys getting rowdy over there. We could get them. We could get them. Now, we go left here, and it goes into the bunkhouse. But if we don't go left, we can go straight up this way. And, of course, it takes us up into this kind of multi-level area where we have all of our vendors. And then over here, we can add more stuff. We can add scavenging and whatnot as well. And then way, way over here on the far side is where we have them have a nice little lounge for them to chill out and so on. So you can see very similar I do in each and every one. Now, the reason why I do that is to build up their happiness. And those are kind of the bare necessities that you need at every single settlement to get their happiness up to about 80%. Now, if you want to go beyond 80%, you can go ahead and use multiple of the same vending. Like you can put down like 13 different vendors, like the hospital one or the medic one, and then you'll be fine. Look, we can see somebody way out there. Whole bunch of ghouls hanging out up there in the corner. Some Minutemen there. We could aggro this guy over here and say, yo, I blew up your turret. Let's see if he's crazy enough to come over here and say hello to the Kismet kill box. You don't even know where we're at.
Need to relax.
Still looking for us. So again, you can sit up here and you can snipe from up above. Very, very fun. Now, if he does notice me, by the way, if I jump down, he'll be able to path to me. And again, this is another reason why Fallout 76 is so great, is because NPCs are so stupid. He's way over there. You can barely see him. He's way over there, right there. I'm just taking some pot shots at him. He cannot find me. Kind of randomly shooting in his direction. And I could go over there and wipe him out if I wanted to. But you get the idea. You get the idea. So this is Jamaica Plains. Again, this is a pretty awesome build. Turned out pretty awesome. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. And again, when you build the kill boxes, of course, they defend the entire area. There it is. That's the largest Jamaica Plains I've ever done because I took away the build limit. So we can build whatever we want. And I think that turned out pretty well. Turned out pretty awesome. All right, Jamaica Plains is done. Let's go to Egret Tours. Now, we just did this one earlier, and it was quite fun. Quite fun. Now, this is what I call a fortress settlement. We built it up like a massive fortress. Ain't nothing getting in this one. This one has an insane amount of defense, like in the neighborhood of 900 defense, for no reason other than it's fun. Now, you don't really need to do any of this, by the way. You don't need to build these mega vaults and do all of this stuff. The reason why I did it is because I can. There you go. There we go. All right, here we are here. Let's see if we get anybody getting rowdy today. Doesn't like anybody getting rowdy. All right, we'll go ahead and take a first. We'll take a bird's eye view of it. Over here, it's kind of rainy, but we can go ahead and take a look at it. There we go. Oh, man, that is beautiful. Look at that. Fantastically humongous. And again, this is I call the fortress because, of course, we've got massive amount of turrets along the top here, as you can see. Now, the reason why stuff is red is because of my targeting HUD. We've got turrets laid all in the inside here. So if anybody comes running in the inside, it's going to get them as well. Now, just to give you a good view of this particular location, I'm going to go ahead and just forward time here to get out of the rain area. So let's go ahead and just forward time. Let's say about 3 hours. Let's see if we can get back into the nice part of the day. There we go. See, my power armor legs need some work. They need some work. There we go. Now let's go take a look at it in the sunshine. Something got wiped out. Look at that. That is a beautiful build. It's so humongous we have to get really, really far away from it. There we go. Now that is a massive build. Again, the entire area of there. You can see they've got a nice lounge up above where they can look along the wasteland and whatnot. Let's go inside. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here at Egret Tours. Now, this is one of the last settlements that I actually learned that you can take over in one of my other playthroughs. And you can see in here we've got turrets sprinkled around in case people start to try to sneak their way in. We've also got the entrance to the vault there, and then an entrance on this side. We've got some turrets kind of laying around. And, of course, my signature purified water making me those dollar bills right in there. And lots of turrets just laying around in each and every area. And if you're not a friendly, you're going to have a whole lot of turrets on you. And, of course, we just got them up along the rock edge and all of that just for fun. That's pretty fun. Of course, we got a little restaurant out here, and it's also a little place where people can sleep. Some stuff got blown up. And, of course, we got a little area out here for people to sleep who monitor all of my purified water. So let's go up into the vault.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Up into the vault we go, of course. Gonna switch back here. Of course, we got our scavenging area over here. We've got our food and vending area up over here. And then across the way here, of course, we're back chaining our power from right down here on top of this building up into this, which is running through the floor, which is what's powering all the rest of the entire vault and also all the turrets as well. And of course, we've got this outer walkway that we can walk along. And of course, we've got our turrets watching out. Oh, look at that. We had some ragstags or something get a little too close to our base. Don't get too close to my bases. I'm just saying. Now, in here, we've got a nice Nuka-Cola area for them to chill out. Of course, they've got a nice place where they can work out and whatnot and sleep. And this guy's having fun on his little thing there. And as you can see, we got a little storage area with some boxes and whatnot. Again, we could just embellish this to the nth degree if we so chose. And then out here, we've got a nice area for everybody to come and lounge. And we're using a little bit of the Institute from the Homemaker mod. And you can see we got a bunch of chairs all the way along here for them just to chill out and enjoy the view. Beautiful view. If anything gets over here and starts getting rowdy, of course, anything gets too close to my base, it will just absolutely wipe out the entire thing. And, of course, we can run down here on the edge and take a look at a view of the inside. Very, very cool. Very nice. And we'll go ahead. We'll go take a look at it from over this way. And again, massive, massive vault. Right on the edge of the railroad tracks. Again, one of my favorites there. That turned out amazing. Turned out absolutely amazing. All right, that's Egrets. And let's see. We just did these two. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Okay, we did Jamaica Plains. We'll do Murkwater. Now, Murkwater is one of those ones where I just wanted to enclose the things. And we tested that at other locations like Grey Garden as well. And we just wanted to enclose this area so we can use, of course, the ground level to make our food and do all of that. And we could have put a lot more food and we embellished it to a lot more degree. But we built a gigantic superstructure with an opening to let the rain in and to let the light in. But, of course, also to completely enclose it. So, super cool. All right, here's some action. Oh, yeah. Checkpoint getting some action out there. Now, see, what I would do is I'd just set up a Kismet kill box over there and send the Minutemen home. Right? I just set a Minutemen kill box over there at that checkpoint. Now, here at Murkwater, it does pretty much nothing but rain all the time. And you can see we've got a massive amount of turrets along the outside, scavenging, place for them to sleep. We've got our food in here. We've got our water and a whole bunch of lighting to kind of make it look a bit nicer. We got some vendors up there. We got our power way up high there and connected to the wall, which of course is running the power throughout the whole area. And there we go. Very, very nice. Very simple one, but very, very cool one and very uniquely different than my other ones. And we can go ahead and go outside and we'll take a look at it from afar. Kind of wandered through the swamp here. And there it is. Very, very massive structure again. Right at that size that is at the max area. This is also, by the way, the Minutemen's kind of Mercer safe house where they'll give you additional quests after you're done with your primary quests. Very cool. Another cool build. Very deep in the mudlands over here. But as you can see, we got turrets along the outside edge there. And if anything comes along, it is going to get wiped out. That is for sure. And I find this area gets attacked very early on. When you first get it, you'll get attacked by just a ton of raiders or gunners will come in and get into trouble. Now, speaking of trouble, let's go check it out. Now, the Minutemen right now are using their chain guns. So I'm using a mod that allows the Minutemen to get stronger and stronger over time. So you can see this is actually the Minutemen. This is not the Brotherhood. And you see the Minutemen have got them cornered. I'm going to let them do their thing.
Another one for the Minutemen.
So Minutemen just absolutely owned them.
Hey, they're gonna have to pry this checkpoint from my cold, dead hands.
That's the kind of dedication I like to see. So yeah, as you kind of work through the area, of course you're going to have all these checkpoints, and of course who you chose to side with will take over all the checkpoints as well beyond the main storyline. Very, very fun as well. So again, back over here, we've got our gigantic build at Murkwater. Very fun. And then, of course, we just finished this one. This is the last one that we did, which is Warwick. And then we'll go and do all the big ones and check those out. Only 4 people allowed in the game. 7 will not have improved at all, just lacking human NPC. Well, I think it's going to be pretty awesome because they still have NPCs. They still have robots and whatnot. And, of course, they have the Overseer that gives you quests and all of that stuff. You still have found quests and all the same kind of questing and RPG elements that you have of other Fallouts. It's just not Fallout 5. Just keep that in mind. It's not Fallout 5. Don't make it into Fallout 5. It's not going to be Fallout 5. As long as you understand that, then you're good. It's Fallout 76. It's a different game. It is a different game. And if you want Fallout 5, well, you still have to wait 2.5 years because it took them 5 years to put Fallout 4 together. And, of course, I would rather have Fallout Online now or Fallout 76 now while they're working on that one. Let's go ahead and forward time some more here so we can get to the daytime a little bit. There we go. Nice. All right, so now this is, we've been closed the entire area yet again. And as you can see, this is actually Warwick Homestead. So we've used the existing building, and we've kind of attached this vault. Now, this vault is specifically supposed to be kind of a hodgepodge vault. It doesn't perfectly fit together on purpose to test out using non-symmetrical building, which is very difficult until you get a hang of it. Of course, we got our purified water running here. We've got it all blocked off here. Nothing can actually get in the vault. And, of course, we've got this blocked off with windows because they have a tendency to spawn right outside this window here. So what we did is we built a nice little spawn area for them to spawn right here. We've inset it a little bit So when they spawn right here, of course, my rocket turrets on both sides just eliminate them. Now, one of the things I always thought funny about vaults is the fact that I would just put some serious amount of guns outside where no one could see them when someone was trying to get into the vault. And then if they weren't a friendly, I'd just press a button from inside the vault and then wipe them all out just like that. I think that would be a much smarter way to run a vault, I think. But there we go. So as you can see, we built this big, massive vault here. And again, it doesn't quite go together right as we were kind of fooling around with it to do that, actually on purpose. And then in here, of course, we've got this enclosed as well, where they are, of course, working on that food. Now, if you take these people off of the food, they will not go back on because you don't have the power to control what they do. And then it can, of course, walk across here. And again, if you really want to have some fun, put some purified water in those things right there. And you go ahead and make some money doing that as well. So again, this is a pretty fun one. This is a pretty massive one as well. Just overall build size-wise. But pretty simple overall. We did not do a really big embellishment on it. Of course, I can't have a day that it's not raining, apparently, when I'm explaining vaults. But that is a pretty massive build. Very kind of squarish build. And again, notice how we're using the outside wall to run that power. Very, very cool. And trying to attach it to current buildings that we have already got. And it turned out fantastic. Awesome. All right, now let's get into the good stuff now. Let's get into the big Mamma Mia vaults. Now, of course, we've got just a few left to go. We've got the castle. We got Norhagen Beach. And, of course, we got Spectacle Island, my manufacturing area. And we have got a vault in every single location over here. So let's go to the castle next. And let's take a look at what we got over here. A very, very fun one. Baby girls, a question. How far along in the story before you can start building in this game? You can literally walk out of Vault 111, walk down to Sanctuary, and start building at level 1. Well, really, you'll level 2, because by the time you get out of the vault, you're usually level 2. So right away, literally right out of the vault, you can do it. So we're inside the castle here, as you can see, and we have built a massive one here, because one of the problems I think of the castle is, one, you can't rebuild the castle, right? You can't make it the way it was. Like, you can't go in and fix the bricks and all of that stuff. I mean, there's a mod that does that to make the castle look like it does before. But you can't do it yourself. You can't say, okay, I want to clear this debris. I want to put the bricks back in there and try to rebuild this. Let's rebuild the top part. That's what I would want to do. I would want to make it like it was before. Now, we've actually got some more complex stuff going here at this particular location. Like, a great example is right over here. You can see there is a green light, right, against that door. Now, on this side, you can see the same thing. There is a green light right there. Now, we can actually close this door by just simply shooting right there. And as you can see, now the red light turns on. But not only are we closing this door, but the door on the other side is now closed, and that red light is on. Now, this is a bit more complex. These are called gates, right? Logic gates. So you can go ahead and when one thing is on, the other thing is off, that kind of stuff. We talked a little bit about that, how you can use the logic gate and how to connect it properly so that you can go ahead and change it from a green light to a yellow light and open the door or close the door, depending on what you can do. So I can go ahead and shoot it again. Notice it'll switch back to green light. It opens the door, and it also does the same thing for the other side, which is very, very tricky to do. But if you want to see that, you'll have to watch my playthrough when I'm building that back in the day, back in the previous one. Not back in the day, but it wasn't that long ago. So let's run outside here, and let's take a look at something pretty cool that I have going up above here for the castle build. Of course, we got to let everybody know about the Minutemen. That's right. It says Minutemen up there. Hold on. It's a little foggy. Hold on. Let's see if we can get a clear day here. I can't go to any of my settlements without it being foggy when I'm trying to show them off. Let's go. We can go ahead and put down a chair or something. We got a nice bench. Let's just stick a bench out here. Now, again, what I like to do is you can't have control over the weather, which you'll see when I get to Sanctuary, or when I get to Spectacle Island. But what I do is I just kind of forward time and hope that the weather clears. Like that. And that typically does it. Now, usually it takes about 3 hours or so in-game to try to clear out that weather, especially if it's like radiation or rain or whatnot. But I find it does give you a little bit of time, and then it will switch the weather on you. Also, I had a mod that did nothing but constantly storm, which is very difficult to talk to you guys about. There we go. Now you can see it. That's right. It's all illuminated. Looks super cool at nighttime. We'll take a look at it at nighttime here. But as you can see, look at this. We got lights around the outside. We got all of that. Let's take a look at it in the daytime, and then we'll come back and we'll look at it at night. It does look fantastic at night. And again, we've got this in here. We got our entrance here. We've got our beacon going. And, of course, we do have a elevator here. So we can run up in there, but we're going to take the elevator this time. And I got my boy. How's it going, my little boy?
What's new, kid?
Did you find what I needed?
Yep.
Yep, got it right here.
Oh, come on. No, you don't. Be serious. Tell me when you get one. For real.
All right, my boy asked me for stuff, and I bring it to him, and he gives me awesome stuff back. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. But my boy's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's backing me up. Now, again, I can go ahead and do this. Now, I wish these stairs, by the way, if you put them on top of each other, they would just go up like 10 levels or whatnot. But you're going to have to offset them to get it to do what you want it to do. In this case, take me to the top of my vault. And you can see there is, there's a Pridwin over there. Of course, Boston Airport, Norhagen Beach over that way, which we'll check out here in a second. Now, of course, up here at the Minutemen, check it out. We got Minutemen headquarters. They've got vending going on over here. Look at this guy doing a good job in the clothing. As well, of course, you can see that gigantic sign that I have going, which we'll take a look at nighttime. We've got their food up here. We got their bunkhouse. And, of course, nice place for them to kick back and also work on scavenging. And they can kick back here and take a look towards Spectacle Island. You can't see my build out there, but it's out there. It is out there. Big time. And, of course, we also have the ability to go up on the roof to kind of assess the area as well to see if there's anything going on. We got artillery going in all the corners as well. We can go up here and, of course, our signal beacon and Minutemen up there at the top. Very, very cool. We also have a Minutemen flag going right over here in the corner, and actually have a light shining up on the flag, which is pretty cool. And again, very, very secure area now. Ain't nobody gonna come in here and mess with the Minutemen. All right. Let's go ahead and forward time. Let's take a look at it at nighttime. And let's hope we get a clear night. Let's go ahead and go up to, say, 8 hours. That's probably good. A little foggy, but I think you guys will get the idea. Now, of course, the castle runs 24/7. There's always someone on patrol, always someone looking after the wasteland. Again, that's why we have the massive amount of lights. And then again, we'll go down here and we'll check a look at it. One of my favorite builds. The Minutemen! Turned out fantastic. Absolutely looks great. Oh, man. So good. So good. So again, that is my mega castle build there. And of course, we could have built it even to the umpth degree and went even more crazy on it. But very, very fun build. Now, let's go ahead and take a look. I think we're going to go Norhagen and then... Or let's actually go Spectacle Island. Then we'll go Norhagen. We'll go Norhagen at the end. Yeah, let's go Spectacle Island here. Now, of course, Spectacle Island was meant to be my largest settlement, but actually turned out to be my second largest settlement this playthrough. Normally, it is. Normally, it is my largest. Some Home Alone type of defenses. There you go. Hello, Kismet and gang. Gonna clutch extreme before work. There you go. There you go. Well, you're watching, we're doing a major tour of all of my vaults. Now, of course, right here, this is actually a working... Oh, wait, we forgot to do Boston Airport. We'll come back to Boston Airport. This is actually a working helipad. I'm going to show you after we go to Boston Airport. I'll fly back and actually land 50% of the time on top of that. Right there. And again, this is my manufacturing and typically my primary base. Out here, we have about 3,000 purified water. We were going to test how much could go all the way around. But I'm going to say about 8,000 or 9,000 purified water every few days. You could be draining. The actual levels of the water would go down if you were really draining that much. Of course, I've got this to detox me as I'm come walking in. And I use a little bit of RP, too. When I'm teleporting, I teleport on top of there, and I just act like I already just got dropped off by a vertibird. Of course, we got my overseer's desk here, a bunch of stuff here. This is my primary office where I come in and do my stuff, as well as we were building a legendary museum and also a place for them to lounge. We've also got this right here where we can fire off and make it into daytime. So let me go ahead and pop here in my bed, or make it into non-storm time. Pop in my bed here. Let's go forward time about 7 hours, and let's see if it's going to be a beautiful day. Or not. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll take a look at Boston Airport first, and then we'll go Norhagen after this. That'll be lots of fun. All right, how is it? Nice day. It's a nice day. Now, if it's not a nice day, you can use the Contraptions DLC to hit it, and then, of course, fire off a firework, which will actually clear the weather for a little bit. There we go. So up here on top, you can see I have a beautiful 360-degree view of the entire wasteland, and, of course, the ocean and whatnot. Just beautiful up here. And, of course, I have all my food up on top here so it doesn't get damaged. I'm doing a lot of potatoes up here. Of course, potatoes and carrots are fantastic for making veggie soup or vegetable soup, which is great for when you're in survival mode because it does both food and water. So let's walk down into the vault. But you know what? Let's go ahead and actually jump down so you guys can see a nice bird's eye view of my mega vault. There we go. Now, again, this is the mega vault. It is absolutely huge. It is 4 or 5 stories high. We've got the Kismet kill boxes, of course, on both sides. We're going to go up the proper way through the vault door. Let's go. I love this old Fallout 1 vault door. There we go. Be kind. Close the door behind you. All right, nice. Now, inside here, of course, is my manufacturing. You can see we've got some workbenches down here. We've also got some manufacturing there. And, of course, a signature thing that I do here on my stream, which is called the Kismet Mega Workshop Sorter. Right now, and throughout my entire game, it's been doing nothing but sorting my stuff. Because I'm a super looter, so I loot everything, put it in the workbench, and have it sort it for me. So I don't have to. So it sorts all my purified water, which is producing all the stuff I want to keep, like grenades and whatnot, all the armor, all the documents and whatnot, good example, like your technical documents and stuff like that. It'll sort it for me automatically. Power armor, and then it scores stuff that I want to sell and whatnot. Now, if you do have the mod manufacturing extended, you can use this thing right here called the recycler, which will actually grab stuff like fishing rods. Well, at least it'll attempt to. And then go ahead and run it through, or like brooms. It will run it through there, like this, into there, and then, of course, break it down into its base components, like wood and plastic and whatnot, like that. There we go. Now, sometimes you'll find your stuff laying around, because that will happen. But what it does, it breaks it down into raw resources. Now, why would I want to break it down into the raw resources? Well, that's a great question. Of course, now the fog rolls in. Now the fog is rolling in. Being annoying. We need another launcher down here. I'd add another launcher somewhere. So what we can do is go ahead and fire this up. Now go ahead and turn this on. And what it's going to do is it's going to start grabbing resources out of the workbench. It's going to put that into the ammo and also into the armor, and then actually start producing ammo and armor. As you can see, it's pulling it directly out, putting it in here, and then when this fills up with enough resources, there we go. It fills up with enough resources, you're going to see it start to go up and down, and then it's going to start to produce that 308 ammo. There it goes. And whatever I've set it on, it's going to start producing. There we go. Grab that 308 round and make that. Over here, it's going to grab aluminum and whatnot and run it in here and then make some armor as well. You'll see it eventually. The armor will come out there, combat armor and whatnot. Now, also up here, I have these vacuum hoppers, and I'm actually going to turn those off right now. Because what they do is they actually grab the resources back out of those things, right? So say I'm doing ammo and armor. Those use different resources, so those are fine. I can run those both at the same time. But if I want to run the guns one over here, I actually need to turn these off, right? And you see I can turn one off. It turns the other one off because they're tied together. I can go ahead and say I want to do a gun one, so I can go ahead and turn guns on, right? And then guns over here, we'll click on and then start to produce right over here. I'm not sure why my fluorescent is not working. Hold on. I literally just hit an E and then tab out of it. I didn't really do anything to it other than just touch it, and now my guns thing is on. Sometimes it takes a little bit of messing with it to make it work. All right, so now my guns is working, so it's going to go ahead and grab those resources out, except for the problem is I have some of the resources in my ammunition and my armor that I need for producing guns. Well, that's where the vacuum hopper comes in. I can go vacuum hopper armor, and you're going to see that one fire up right there. It's pulling it out of the armor and putting it back in the workbench. Same thing with the ammo. We're going to go ahead and fire that one up. You're going to see it start up over there, and it's going to grab it out of this one, put it back into the workbench over there, which of course then the guns have access to grabbing it, and it's going to go ahead and make some Gatling lasers. The same thing back there in the corner. I can go ahead and fire up the fusion core one, and there we go. Let's go over here and fix the fluorescence. Just like that. All right, it's raining now. Hold on. Now, this is why I have these beds around from time to time, because the weather systems can be really annoying, especially when I'm trying to talk to you about something, and then they're always like a storm, or always like raining, or it's nighttime, or something like that. Oh, got that lover's embrace. So I can try to forward time to also change the weather, but also I can use that thing up above to change the weather to whatever I want it to be. Right now, I think it's going to just keep being annoying. There we go. All right, now it's not raining the whole time. Now, of course, I'm inside the vault, so it should never be raining inside the vault. In fact, I shouldn't even be able to hear it barely inside the vault. But sometimes it does do that. There we go. All right, now you can see it a little bit better. You can see I've got the fusion cores running and the guns going. And, of course, they can just keep running and running, making me massive amount of resources. And, again, this is my manufacturing area. And this is the sorting area, and of course this breaks it down to raw resources. We have our vendor area over here. Now I usually put my legendary vendors at my primary location. Right now the only one I've got here is actually worked for the very first time. Trader Riley. And of course you can get a whole bunch of other people all the way down there for that legendary stuff. And of course we have access to the roof on that far side. That's what this kind of thing is here. And then of course we can go back into the main part of the vault. Again, I was going to build this area out, but not enough time, I don't think, in this particular build, because we're getting to the end here. Getting to the end. And we're doing like a mega stream today. We're doing a long stream for you guys, so you guys can get the full tour. The full tour. Of course, there we are. Oh, I could have actually shown that a little bit. Hold on, let's go back down. As you can see down here, we have a bunch of unique items, like ammo, various letters and food that we have, loot, clothing that we have from different areas, as well as legendary stuff that we've gotten, like the Tesla rifle, different swords and whatnot, Tinker Tom's special items and whatnot, and of course like Kellogg's pistols and whatnot. And I was going to put that up as a display, which I've done in the past anyway. We've also got the Minimin stuff, various different outfits and whatnot that we might have found along the way, and along with legendaries and different helmets and whatnot. A little bit of power armor. Of course, we've got different people's, different companions' outfits that we put on here so we can have them for later. Of course, we got Hancock there, and this is Kate, and of course, Preston there, their outfit, and of course, some kind of light leather and then heavy leather. that kind of stuff. And again, normally I would do, you know, put all the power armors up and all of that fun stuff. But there you go. Now, we do have an alternate way of going up as well. We can actually go down that way, or we've got kind of a switchback up here, which allows us to get up into my main office. And that is my Spectacle Island build. And again, right out here, a lot of action does happen, because the Kismet kill box usually wipes out anybody who tries to attack my settlement right out here. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's go flying over this way. Let's go run over here, and let's take one last view from way over here of my massive Spectacle Island build. That turned out fantastic. Oh, I forgot to show the tower. There's actually a tower up there that you can ride all the way up, and of course look at a 360 view of the area. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so let's go to Boston Airport. We're in the last two here, the last two that we're going to do. We're going to do the Boston Airport and then Norhagen Beach. There we go. How long till Fallout 76 on Xbox? It's about, let's see, 24 hours. 24 plus 12 hours, 30 hours. 30 hours plus. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 11 p.m. Now, here we are by the Pridwin, of course, at Boston Airport, the most useless settlement in the wasteland, but we've made it into something useful right over here. Check it out. It's the Bad Attitude Prison. Let's take a look at it from a bird's eye view from outside here. Let's take a look at the size of this sucker. Look at the size of that build, everybody. This is the Bad Attitude Prison made by yours truly, the Wasteland Tycoon, Kismet. Let's go take a look and see what's inside. Let's go. Now, of course, make sure to close the door. We don't want any prisoners to get out. We've got our power going right here, which is back chaining. Of course, we've got some turrets here in case somebody tries to break into the prison, trying to break somebody out. Now, we've got some back areas here where the guards can go around and, of course, watch the prisoners to make sure that they don't get too rowdy. Now, I actually have some guards. They are robots, which we've made right here, and they're wandering around down here. There we go. Let's see what the name of this one. This is Don't Talk Back Jack, and he's got a big hand.
See you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
I'll be back later.
Actually, I'll be back later.
Very well, sir.
All right. Now, if you talk back to him, he gives you a big slap in the face. And you see we've got different areas here. This is what we call Marcy's, the hole, you know, where they throw you down in the pit in prison. That's where they throw you down into. Of course, they've got an eating area here, a place to have a little bit of group therapy. Notice the theme. You need a lot of group therapy in the wasteland. Group therapy there, as well as the two most worst people with bad attitudes who are my prime residents here at the Bad Attitude Prison. Now, let me go ahead and get on my power armor so you can get the full effect of these people right here. That's right. Marcy! Marcy is stuck in the Bad Attitude Prison. We got her in the stockade. Enjoy your stay, Marcy. Enjoy your stay, though we do have some working facilities over there for her to use when she's not in the stockade. Now, of course, who would be more obnoxious than Marcy? Well, her stupid brother slash husband or whatever he is, the June Long over here, is always complaining about it. Is like a big Debbie Downer all the time. Get a better attitude, bro. Enjoy your stay at the Bad Attitude Prison. So there we go. Let's keep them locked in there. Stay in there. Stay in there. And, of course, the Bad Attitude Prison is humongous in here. And as people say, you know, they complain around the wasteland, I sent them over here to get rehabilitated. Now we're going to go ahead and fly up here a little bit. We're going to go ahead and up to the top so you guys can see it from a kind of bird's eye view. Of course, we got the Overseer's office back here. He hasn't quite moved in yet, but of course he watches over everybody here in the Bad Attitude Prison. Look at this. This turned out fantastic. Now, those guards actually walk along, and they actually stand in these guard posts and watch all of the various doors and prisoners and whatnot. We did a little bit of conduit work here, which is a lot of fun as well. So there you go, the Bad Attitude Prison. And now it's time to see the beacon of the wasteland. That's right, Norhagen Beach. Let's go. This will be the last one on the tour tonight. Let's go check it out. Now, of course, this is my largest vault I've ever built. It's actually so incredibly humongous that it actually maxes out my textures on there. So you might see some weird patterns right here. So again, you definitely want to see this one. This one is epic. This one is absolutely amazingly humongous. And here we are. We're going to go inside here. Let's go ahead and jump down. Let's actually forward time first. Let's go over here in forward time. Now, up here on the top level, there is basically lodging for everybody. And we're going to go ahead and forward time to the daytime here. But it's late, you have to go. No problem, Yoda, no problem. If you got to go, bro, you can always watch this back on VOD. Just watch the end of my VOD. There you go. Just watch the end of my VOD, and you can see the beacon of the wasteland. Of course, I'll also put this up on my YouTube channel later. There we go. How are we looking? A little bit of foggy. Hold on. Let's go a couple more hours. Let's see if we can get a nice day to take a look at it. Without it being stormy every 2 seconds. Still a little stormy. Let's try another hour. Nope. See, now this is what makes me want to be able to control the weather at every location. There we go. Now, you might notice it's real windy up here because we're up really, really high up. And we're just going to go ahead and walk out here along the edge. And I'm just going to jump off the edge because I'm in my power armor. And we'll take a look at what we got going here. And, of course, we've got some outside walkways here. Whee! All right, prepare yourself for the beacon of the wasteland. Let's get up here on this edge right here. Now, of course, this is brought to you by the Wasteland Kismet, the Wasteland Tycoon. Of course, these are free services provided to everyone across the wasteland, all of you Wasteland Tycoons as well. Behold the beacon of the wasteland, one of the largest builds I've done. It is 6-story with a bunch of facilities. Even the Pridwin itself comes over and docks over here for some R&R. Let's go take a look inside. Again, look at those textures getting maxed out big time up in here. And of course, we've got massive amount of purified water running around the outside, making us that big money to support all of this building and whatnot. So let's go ahead and run inside. Now you can see already that we do have a fence around the outside to protect it. We've got our provisioners coming in and out. We've got the large doorway to let them in. And you can see, again, we have nothing down at ground level. We have it all up into the vault. And you see we've got a central support. We've got a couple other supports here holding it up. But let's go ahead and run into the vault itself. All right. And I'm going to show you each and every level and what each level is for. So we kind of pop out here in this particular level. You're going to see that actually we have a training level. Now, of course, this one's a lot more embellished than all the other ones that I've done. But as you can see, people come in here to get training. They get in here to learn about a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, about different materials that they find around there, about how to cook stuff, about a whole bunch of stuff, of course, resources and whatnot. Over here, we teach them a bit about ammo. Of course, these classes are for free. You can go ahead and check out some books and, of course, learn about the different creatures and whatnot around there, or even play a game of Blast Radius if you want to. There you go. Class is currently not in session, as you can see. So let's go ahead and check out the next level. So that's our training level. Of course, there's different classes going on all the time.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Well, yeah, you should find your clothes. Now in here, of course, we got a massive area for scavenging. For those who want to help out scavenging, we have a lot of people that come through and, of course, help out with scavenging here at this location. In fact, some of my best students took apart these cars, put them back together inside the building itself, even that tank. Now, that's pretty impressive. I don't care who you are. That's a pretty impressive thing right there. My scrappers are amazing. Now let's go ahead and go up to the next level, of course. Now up here, of course, you come right in here. This is, of course, the waiting area. Of course, we got a bunch of different signs up here on the wall. And, of course, you check in right here with my ladies here. You check in if you do have a medical problem. This is our medical facilities. And if you go inside here, you go ahead. There's several different rooms. You might talk, of course, to the head doctor right in here. I only hired the best from the wasteland, of course, looking after your health. Of course, if you got any medical needs or if you're in dire straits, we do have some stretchers as well. And then we'll take you in here. We'll fix you up. We've got a bunch of medical facilities, stem packs, and various other drugs that will help you, as well as remove your radiation and even the ability to take away any addictions that you might have right in there. There you go. So, of course, this is the medical level. Of course, we have a whole wing over there where people are taken care of as well. A whole medical wing for those who are really, really injured. Now, up here on the next level, of course, we've got our lounge area. And you can see we have some pool tournaments over here so people can come up here, play some pool. As well as we've got a place where you can work out. Look at this. We got a mystery ghost working out. Look at this. We got a bunch of ghosts working out. All the ghosts come here to work out as well. As well as they can go ahead and work on the pommel horse and, of course, watch some TV as well. Very, very fun place to hang out. Now, of course, we also have some big events here where people can just hang out, come over here from all the different settlements. We have meetups and whatnot here at the main area. And we're going to get into what all that is here in just a second. But, of course, the main group area right here. Of course, we got our teacher coming in, getting ready for a group session. Of course, a lot of people messed up across the wasteland. So we try to help them over here with free counseling and whatnot. Now, they call me the Wasteland Tycoon and Overseer Kismet, but you know what? I'm the Overseer's Overseer. These are all the Overseers that run all the rest of my settlements for me. These are all the Overseers, and I'm their Overseer. And again, they come in, they communicate to all of my various settlements. They communicate with each other and keep everything on the up and up. They, of course, warn us against attacks, and, of course, any needs that they need, like any additional ammo and whatnot, we, of course, supply to them. Right over there. People walking around in their tidy whities. Pretty funny stuff. Now, of course, I could also gear them out with a bunch of gear, but I just think that's funny. Now, up here on this level, this is the disco party level. That's right. You come in here, you go ahead and turn on the jukebox. You go ahead and party at the disco. We've got the bar over here, open bar, by the way. Enjoy. We've got a whole bunch of places here to enjoy the restaurant all around here. Free mute fruit for everybody. Feel free to go ahead and grab your own. We don't mind. And, of course, over on this side, if you do like different types of various stuff, we have also Vim for you to drink, some Nuka-Cola. Feel free to grab one of those Quantums right down in there. And, of course, some ice-cold milk. And over here, we have different beverages running across here, even some espresso. Got a whole bunch of stuff in the fridge. Please, make yourself comfortable. Go in there, grab yourself something from the buffet here. It is all comped for those coming in. As well as coming in over here, we do have some fun for the kiddies. We do have little car races. They can come in here. They can, of course, play around with the toys and stuff that we have for them as well. All brought to you by the Wasteland Tycoon. Now, we're going to go ahead and go up to the next level here. And let's see what's up there. This is the Overseer's level, or the lodging level. Now, you might notice that these houses, or these rooms have numbers on them. This is number 2 here. We have about 20 different rooms up here. Now, check it out. This is the luxury room that we have. Of course, we got running water. We got a tub. We got a sink. We got your own stall and a bathroom, or, a toilet for you to check out. You're good to go. Now, this is one of the safest places in the wasteland because, of course, again, the Kismet kill box right down there. Guarding against any danger that's dumb enough to attack my settlements. And they attack right there. Boom. They get absolutely wiped out. Wiped out. Now, you know what? I feel like, you know what? Instead of coming from Boston Airport, let's go ahead and see what happens if we throw a vertibird signal grenade right here and we try it from over here. Now, again, I don't make the game. I just play the game. So if it doesn't work, don't blame me. Let's go ahead and call in a vertibird, and let's make our way home to Spectacle Island. Let's get up here at the top. Look at the beacon of the wasteland. Beautiful. Again, that is a lot of stuff going on. Even overpowers my incredibly powerful card video card that I have. I have a 1080 in this particular machine. Get them closed. Everybody's naked. I know they had too much fun. Whoa! I think I did the wrong one. I did the artillery grenade. Be careful which grenades you pick. Oh, it's coming from that direction. Let's try to get the right one for the next time. Vertibird signal grenade. There we go. I thought I had it targeted. I had the wrong one targeted. Well, at least we didn't blow up our thing there. Put on some fireworks for you guys. Notice how many shots it does? That's because I have a lot of artillery set up around the wasteland. All right, I think we're good. All right, now this time, let's actually throw a signal grenade. There we go. There we go. It says a vertibird has been signaled. Because they're two different colors. I didn't even notice that. They're actually two different colors. Oh, let's have some fun while we're waiting. Didn't make it. Try not to hit the vertibird. Close! Close! Almost hit the vertibird. Alright, everybody. Let's journey home. Oh. Let's journey home. Sun's going down. Time to head home back to my primary vault here. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. All right. Back to my primary vault right here. Let's see if we can do it from way over here.
Stand by for takeoff.
Let's go. Oh, we could have used the vertibird.
Your weapon is locked and loaded. Good hunting.
Bye-bye, beacon of the wasteland. We'll see ya. No more cars to blow up. I already blew them all up. Here we go, everybody. We're heading to the my main vault here, using the vertibird. Now, of course, the trick is you want to put your helipad up close. You also want to kind of turn your camera around so your stuff loads. Now, again, 50% of the time, it works 100% of the time. If my vault does not load before we get there, we will not be able to land on the thing. Again, I have a tendency to turn myself around, go inside the thing to look at it, and hope that it loads before we get there. Now, if it doesn't load, we'll go through it and end up on the bottom. Yeah, it's not loading. There we go. If it doesn't load in time, it will actually go through it, go to the bottom. But you want to build it close to the wasteland, because you never know. Because if you're epic like me, if you're like a boss man like me, it will sometimes land up there on the top. But as you see, it didn't load in just time. In time. Now, it usually works pretty well from the Boston airport. So I say we give it another shot. Let's give it one more shot here from the Boston airport, which is typically where I fly in anyway. So let's go Boston airport. Let's do it one more time. One more time, Rooney. One more time. One more time. There we go. Yeah, they had well, that's what I said. There's a place in there to party. Some of those people had a little bit of too much to drink, apparently. Too much of, what is that? Nuka Dark? Too much of that Nuka Dark, and they're like, too much alcohol. Broke their brain. Broke their brain, everybody. All right, back to here, Boston Airport. All right, one more time. One more time. Let's see if we can get it this time. Let's go ahead and throw that vertibird. Boop. Signal grenade way over there. All right. Let's do it. Now, here's a little trick, by the way. Before that thing shows up, you can actually forward time. So if you can get in here and find something to forward time before it lands, you can actually forward time and not miss the vertibird. So we're going to go ahead and forward time here a little bit and see if we can get a nice day like we had last time. That would have been a great one to come in and land. But there we go. Now, of course, people told me it was impossible to make this work. And I love it when people tell me that, because then I'm the first one who gets to do it. I'm the first one who does it. And I've never seen anybody else be able to do the vertibird landing. We're just gonna throw another one just in case. Let's just throw another one. I cannot request more than one vertibird. We need to go somewhere where he can land. Now, if you forward time too much, what happens is he just takes off. If he's already landed, then he'll take off from where you're at. There we go. All right, let's try this again. We got... I hate it when I do that. Hold down the button too much. Get in there. There we go. All right, we're ready to ride. One more trip. Let's see if we can do it this time. Spectacle Island, here we come.
Stand by for takeoff.
Now, you got to watch out when Kismet's on the loose here. You got to watch out when Kismet's on the loose here. I shoot some bullets. Now, I don't want to shoot my brothers in the Brotherhood. Big love to my brothers in the Brotherhood. Watch out for the Predwood. Oh, my God, look out. Whoa, that was close. Hey, look out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch where you're driving there, bro. Watch where you're driving. Almost crashing into the Predwood. Too scary. Blow that stuff up. Blow it up. And again, you want to build your pad closest to the wasteland or closest to the area as you can. And again, if it does load in time, maybe it won't load this time either. Guess we're going to find out. We are going to find out here in just a second if it loads or not. It also depends on what angle it's coming in, at what height it's coming in as well. If it comes in at the right height, it will get it. But we'll give it one more try here. We'll see how it's going to go. It does seem a little low here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see if Kismet is so epic that he's going to get it this time. Nope. Denied. Now, I've got it many times before. But today, I guess it's just not my day. But we're not going to do that for the next hour. Thank you so much for the lift. I appreciate it. And I will just go ahead and just RP that I landed on the top there. Can you build underwater? I don't think so. But let's go try. There we go. We'll just say thank you for dropping us off here at the top of our helipad. Now, if you want to try it yourself, by the way, you want to try yourself a helipad because it does work sometimes. I'm the only one I've ever seen to get it to work, at least part of the time. And that is you put 4x4, right? 4x4 concrete foundations, and then you put your fast travel target in the center, and then quite often you end up landing over here. Now, of course, the more you build, the harder it is for it to load in time by the time the vertibird gets there. Now, if this part of the settlement loads before it gets there, then it will land up here on the top, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Let's get up here and bid one final beautiful view, rocking the Nuka-Cola Quantum, ready to get out there in Fallout 76. And that's it, man. That's it. That mega playthrough is done. That is a done mega playthrough. Big time. Let's go back up to my overseer's office. Let's go. right, everybody. All right. We're going to go ahead and click some buttons. We're going to do a little bit more fun here. Don't go nowhere. We're going to have some fun. Second, I find it right over here. Let's get it going on. Where is it? There we go. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do some stuff here. We're going to get this updated. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Now, again, who is hyped for Fallout? Really nice vaults. Well, thank you. Thank you. Of course, I build a lot of other stuff as well. If you'd like to see even more of my mega builds, those are all on my YouTube channel. You can see where I built tree houses. I've built all sorts of interesting builds, including, I was watching one today that someone left a comment on where I built a triple tower. That was one of my favorite builds using the concrete kit. I built a triple tower at Spectacle Island. Very, very cool. Is Fallout tonight at midnight Eastern for Xbox? No, it's tomorrow. It's on Tuesday. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to around 11. So it's about 4 hours from what Bethesda said. So we will see how it ends up. We'll see how it goes. Now let's see if this is updating. Downloading a little bit. It's updating. Oh, it's still doing its thing. Still doing its thing. Doing a little bit of updating. All right. All right. All right. Let's make sure I've got this updated. Pressing some buttons, flipping some switches. Now, again, I can't wait till it comes out. I think it's going to be super fun. Super, super fun. All right. Now, this game we've played before. I'm going to go ahead and get it started here. This is a game we have played on stream before, but they've added some new info to it. They have added where is it? Where you go? There we go. With the new Anabasis DLC. So we're going to play some Battlestar Galactica Dreadlock. Let's go. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.